Scene 14 is always f***ing up my order, bro. I asked for a Reed's Regret and all I got was clown juice. So another weekly reset is going to be upon us here in an hour if you're watching the video as soon as it comes out. And the reason I'm making this video is because it's going to be another one of those weeks that Test just has a lot of really good stuff available for Bright Dust. And this is going to be for the week of September 21st, 2021. So if you happen to come across this video a week from now, just so you know, these things will no longer be available. And if these videos are new to you, just so you know, these are going to be showcases that kind of help you make an informed decision on whether or not you want to make these purchases with your hard-earned Bright Dust. And with all of that out of the way, I'm going to be leaving timestamps down below as well, in case you want to skip around or you only want to see certain things. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you like Destiny 2 fashion, and join my Discord server if you want to show off said fashion. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to be starting off with the weapon ornament. So she has two available. One's going to be one for the Thorn, and the other one is going to be for the Whisper of the Worm. Both of them are pretty amazing in my opinion, and I'm going to go ahead and shut up and let you see the side-by-side comparisons that I recorded for you. So that's going to be the Whisper of the Worm ornament. I understand that it's not a very common weapon to use these days, but hey, it's still a badass ornament and I went ahead and I got it. Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below whether or not you plan on getting this ornament for yourself. And now let's go ahead and move on to the Thorn ornament, or as I like to call it, the Thornament. And there you have it, that is the Thornament. As you can see, it's not too different from the original. It doesn't really change too much other than blacking out the thorn, changing the color of the lights from green to blue, and of course adding on that taken effect. Personally, I went ahead and I got this ornament for myself. I'm a sucker for ornaments, but I would completely understand if you didn't get it, just because I know a lot of you really look for like changing the whole entire gun model when it comes to gun ornaments. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to the shaders section. So for this week's shader, we have the Jacarina available to us, and this is going to be one of the most commonly used shaders, especially if you're kind of going for that all black look. And before you say something, I understand it's not an all black shader. It has a lot of white to it, and as you can see here in my Guardians, you can see that it has some blue to it as well. And whenever I say this helps you achieve the all black look, I mean that you have to combine this with other shaders sometimes, like Amethyst Veil or Metro Shift. It's going to be another one of those tools in your toolbox that you can use to make some great fashion, so I would strongly recommend that you go ahead and you use your Bright Dust to get this shader. And even if you don't combine it with other shaders, look how good my Guardians look just using Jacarina, so it's still a good shader all on its own. And in case I didn't pop up anything here on the screen, this is going to be available for 300 Bright Dust. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the exotic armor ornaments. So this is going to be an ornament for the one-eyed mask, and this is called the Jian, and it's going to be available for 1500 Bright Dust. Now me, and I'm sure a whole lot of other people, aren't really big fans of the one-eyed mask. It's one of the ugliest exotics in the game, and while the Jian ornament isn't the prettiest ornament in the world, it definitely helps out with that. Now me personally, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the ornament. I actually like the way it looks, and I know that that opinion isn't going to be the same for everybody. We can at least agree that it definitely makes the one-eyed mask easier to work with when it comes to fashion. Now as you can see here from the background footage, there are a little bit of problematic areas. The teeth on the mask, the little bolts on the side of the mask, the light doesn't change colors in the center, and the chin area doesn't change colors as well. I personally don't think it's a big problem, but it's really good to know if you're considering buying this ornament. And me personally, I like to rock this with the New Age Black Armory shader for my Trials look. Now I know this fashion isn't the best thing in the world, but hey, I'm working on it. Next up, we're going to have an ornament for the Ophidia Spathe, and this one's going to be called Queen Cobra, and it's also going to be available for 1500 Bright Dust. Now for this ornament, I would definitely be considering this one a must-have ornament for your hunter and for your Ophidia Spathe, because it just modernizes the look a whole lot. I think that the base look for this exotic is kind of dated. The material underneath the main plate of it kind of just reminds me of a grandmother's couch. I also thought that they kept the best part about it, which was that like main plate with like the 2 daggers and the snakes around it, but it did even better and it put an even cooler snake in the front. Now as you can see here, while I cycle through some shaders, the only part that's not shaderable is going to be that like material that looks like the belly of a snake. That just kind of stays black, but that's not a big issue considering that black is such a neutral color. But I'm also not a hunter main and I don't really do too much hunter fashion, so I would like to hear from you hunters actually. Are you planning on getting this ornament for yourself? Is it a good ornament in the first place? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Next up, we have another snake ornament, and this one's going to be for the Ophidian Aspect, and this one is called the Caduceus, and it's also going to be available for 1500 Bright Dust. And Destiny actually made me learn something again. So did you guys know that Ophidia, which is what these two ornaments are kind of referencing, is the like common ancestor to like all snakes? So it's like a primitive animal where like all of the snakes like branched off of and then became like, you know, different species. I thought that was pretty cool and something I wanted to share with you guys. But anyway, going back to this ornament. Now, I don't have this ornament, so I'm going to be popping up some warlocks that I found on Google. That way you can kind of see what shaders do to it. Now, take my advice with a grain of salt, because I'm not really a warlock main either. I just now started playing on my warlock and I just now started enjoying doing that. So the opinion that I have from these are from like the Destiny Fashion subreddit, my Discord server, and these Google images that I found. I don't personally like the ornament. I just don't see too many like sets that will work with it. Whenever I see this ornament, I'm kind of looking for a set that's like a little bit jungle themed, and I know that we do have like these substitutional robes and all of that armor sets, but I don't think that's enough to justify the ornament. So like I said, this is going to be available today, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Leave me a comment down below. Do you think I should get this for myself, or do you think I should pass on it? So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and please, I beg you, let me know what you got in the Eververse store this week, because it does help my opinion to know what you guys like. Not only will leaving a comment kind of help out anyone that watches this video, but it will also help me whenever I start to recommend things in other videos or just to other people. Feel free to show off your fashion in my Discord server. Again, there will be a link down below to that. Go ahead and leave me a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and hitting that subscribe button would be greatly appreciated, especially if you're a casual player. That way I can keep you updated in case I find something in the Eververse store that people like. There will be a couple of shorts coming out in the next few days for you guys, and then after that short will be the Nothing Manacles fashion video. And of course, I am still working on the Armor Origins video for you guys on the Iron Banner armor set. I'm still not sure whether or not I want to release that whenever the next Iron Banner comes out, or if I should just release that as fast as possible. The next big fashion showcase will be sometime around Halloween, so look out for that in the Discord server. But for now, go ahead and click on any of the videos popping up in the end card now, and Guardians, as always, stay beautiful.